And we're live. Go for it.
1998. I'll never forget it. There was a time when I was told that we are getting an American release of one of my most favorite kaiju of all time. The Big G himself. Prime, real quick, what was the last Godzilla movie in Japan to be released in the 90s before the American release?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it would have been Godzilla versus the Destroyer.
Yes, that was 1995, correct?
I believe so.
Yes. Okay. So here we are, 3 whole years later. Nothing from Big G. The minute I saw that trailer, bear in mind, I didn't even see what Godzilla's face looked like or nothing. I just saw the foot and the roar. And I was hype. 1998 DjTsu was hype that this is going to be the greatest Godzilla movie ever. I went and I saw said movie. Oh my God, this movie was 9 levels of terrible. And you know something? The two of you, my co-hosts, CJ and D, have both asked me, did it get better at any point when you went back and watched it? No! It never got better. Not once. Not one time did this movie ever get better. It got worse every time you watch it.
I like to say, I miss the 90s and how they promoted the shit out of the movies. Like, you remember the 90s was a time where there was so much cross promotion between music videos and the movies and stuff like Wild Wild West with Will Smith, where he actually had a music video with his character with a plot that should have been in the movie, but it was his own movie into itself. You had
don't forget about the ice cold Pepsi Cola he was drinking.
Yeah, exactly. You even go back to Batman and Robin with Bone Thugs and Harmony doing "Look Into My Eyes," and they actually had Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze doing a couple of clips, and it wasn't even from the movie. It was actually him in the music video, just there. Same with George Clooney as Batman, just there. And I'm like, Kiss from a Rose, Batman Returns.
Yeah.
I mean, Batman Forever. Same thing. They brought back, what's her face? Nicole Kidman and Val Kilmer's Batman. They were in the video for Kiss from a Rose. And Godzilla 1998, the promotion. Guys, you remember when HBO did a mockumentary for this fucking movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Hold on, CJ. I'll do one even better for you. You remember every time that we saw the Metro bus roll by, and it was like Godzilla's foot, and it would say that his foot is as big as this bus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do remember the aggressive marketing, how they were really pushing like, oh, size doesn't matter. And they just kept, teasing bits and pieces of Godzilla. In hindsight, we should have known something was up when they outright refused to show us what he looked like. Like they were avoiding that shit to the last minute.
But think about it, fellas. We were all dumb 13-year-olds thinking to ourselves, maybe, just maybe, Gojira has actually came to the shores of America and it actually give us a big time movie. Wait a minute, who's this directed by? Independence Day guy. Yeah, him. Yo, guys, that means the explosions are going to be awesome. I swear to God, when this movie comes on, I'm going to come. What the fuck is going on here?
Dude, there was so much wrong with this movie. So much was
wrong. And you know what's crazy? He got the green light because, let's be real, prior to this, Independence Day was his biggest movie ever.
He had two.
Well,
no, he had two movies. Hold on.
He had Stargate.
That's what I was going
to say.
He had Stargate and what was the other one, Prime?
Universal Soldier.
Yeah, Universal Soldier. So you got your main 3. You pretty much got your 3 under the belt, which is Independence Day, Universal Soldier, and Stargate. So at that point, Hollywood is like, hey, you know what? We're gonna back up several truckloads of money and say, go ahead. You got several green lights. Make Godzilla.
You know what the fun part about your boy Emmerich is, though? The real fun part about that, Hollywood has never stopped doing that to him. They keep giving this German motherfucker money to fucking waste.
Hold on. Let's not disrespect his crony, Duke Devlin. I mean, let's not respect his buddy Devlin.
Oh, he's in that shit too. Mr. Devlin, bring your fucking ass back in.
Look, the only reason why Dean Devlin kind of sort of gets a pass for me because he did The Librarians, and I fucking love that show. So
no. You're not going to get the Harvey Weinstein pass shit on here.
Okay,
No, that's the Harvey Weinstein move where he did get black people in the movies. You can't do that.
But here's the thing on top of that. So it's not enough that we're getting all this, right? So the promotion, and everything, right? When your movie has a Godzilla that literally was birthed because of nuclear testing in the Pacific Ocean, in the Polynesian, near the South Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, French Polynesia in the South Pacific Ocean.
That's when you know.
First of all, you got a Japanese fishing vessel there. It's just randomly attacked by Godzilla, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Why would the Japanese be that far?
Thank you, D.
Go.
No, you already asked the question. What would they be doing fishing all the way out there?
That far south. I can understand it be as south as maybe Thailand. I'm sorry, where Polynesia? Where are they that down south?
Whoa, hold on, D. Let's reel that back in a little bit. Not Thailand. I'd say as far as Taiwan.
Taiwan. Actually, I'm sorry. You're right.
Give or take Hong Kong waters where they would where they'll have some beef with some Chinese people. All right.
You know what I mean? They know that one nigga in Singapore that fuck with come on, man.
But hold on. So the ship just gets immediately destroyed. Now I get why they did that. That right there was a nice callback to the original 1954 movie where the exact same plot point took place in the beginning. However, somebody I believe whispered in the writer or the producer or even the director's ear and say, hey, you know what? Before we take this franchise and literally pick up the ball and run home with it, without doing any research, let's just reference that one part from all the previous Godzilla movies.
Oh,
can we at least have the sound effect Godzilla? Sure, why not?
As Cam said in the comments, the roar is all you got out of that scene too.
Yeah,
we did all we get. Yeah, we just got. Yeah, well, thank you. All we got was the eye and the roar. And again, I heard the roar so many times that I was already tired of it.
You know what? I
was tired of it before I even saw him.
But you know what's amazing though? The last two Godzillas, everybody popped. Everybody popped on the first roar though.
That's because you did it right.
Yeah, exactly. You did it right. Like in the second movie, when we heard that, like, my nigga, where he at? we instantly jumped.
Not only that, the first time we got good Godzilla to show up, 2014 Godzilla, my man looked like he'd been hitting the gym. All right.
Yeah, that fat ass neck though. But
are you sure the gym and not the buffet? Are you sure it's the gym?
Hey, look. He been eating like a linebacker. Like he trained real hard, but he eat big, so his neck really fat. He really stocky.
That's the fucking Vince McMahon approved Godzilla.
Yeah, look, he's more muscle than he is fat, man. All right. So
Hey, Prime, check this out. I will accept. Look, I'll accept 2014 Godzilla over 1998 and even Shin Godzilla. I was not a fan of that design.
Really, I didn't like. Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't.
Hold on, clutch my pearls. Oh, my mint julep. Oh no.
Not Shin Godzilla. The one that was in 2000. I ain't like that one, man. Like,
no.
Even though that was Prime Godzilla, I like
D. No, D. I'm talking about the one from 2016.
Yeah.
You didn't like Ano's interpretation?
You know what? I'm gonna shut up because I haven't seen that one yet. I still haven't seen that one.
First of all, I went to the Godzilla Expo in 2014 and I saw like the full size, like the full scale display of that Godzilla, and I'm like, I'm not a fan. I don't like it.
I don't know, bro. I like Digimon Godzilla. I like the stage. I was kind of sad.
Yo, he was digivolving over the course of that movie.
I mean, yeah, he was. He was. I mean, look, he was evolving. I get it. I get the gimmick. I mean, the guy's made like he's had like different forms through over the last 60-something years. I get it. You want to switch it up and do something strange with him. Fine. I just wasn't a fan of the look. That's all.
But as Cam said, Mark Henry Godzilla. Yes.
Yeah, Mark Henry Godzilla.
Noise.
Yeah, we got. Okay. So we got
Mark Henry time.
Now wait, we got Mark Henry Godzilla. Now let's jump back to Christian Bale, the anorexic Godzilla of 1998.
No, don't do that to Christian Bale. This is Christian Slater.
I'm gonna say some real fucking controversial here. I don't mind the design like at all. Like I think it's a cool looking kaiju. Maybe that's just me. I like the sleek ninja look. Like he looks very mobile to me. It's just that I agree with the sentiment. It's not a Godzilla design.
Look, Prime. Look, I'm sorry, but it took me 3 years after the fact for me to say. I'm sorry. It took me 3 years after the fact for me to say Shinobi is back. All right.
This is true. I mean,
I will not say that in regards to Zilla.
For the longest time, I was the same way as you. Same way as you. I was like, I was calling him Zilla. I was calling him Gino. I was in the message boards with you. Yeah. You know what fixed me up? That cartoon.
Exactly.
Like, okay.
Hold on. All right, check this out. The company behind that cartoon that did the Godzilla cartoon, the Men in Black cartoon, and even the Ghostbusters, Extreme Ghostbusters. All three very solid cartoons, but it just wasn't enough to save that image of Zilla.
I disagree.
It was a good No, I'm sorry. It was a good cartoon. I just don't like the design.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where
you're
No, you're fine. I think it was one of those situations where, look, I'm thankful that Godzilla cartoon got 2 seasons. I'm happy it got 2 seasons, and I remember like you watch the cartoon, and it's like, man, they really gave a shit. Like, and I heard like the backstory behind it was like the company, like you said, Sue, like the company that did the movie, did the cartoon, like the Men in Black series. They actually had free reign from Toei to actually put like some of the monsters from that library in the cartoon.
You mean
they didn't have the rights. They had to do like proxies, and they used like scrapped ideas that was going to be from by the way, a planned trilogy. There were going to be 3 of these fucking movies.
There was. Thank you, Prime. There were the fact that they were going to make 3. And you wonder how we all knew that a sequel was coming was the obvious, super stupid sequel baiting that they put at the end of the movie by showing the destroyed Madison Square Garden and that one untouched egg that cracked open and another baby.
We're not going to go in order, but I will say this.
I'm not going in order.
After,
I mean, CJ, look, I get it. We're not going to go in order because if we did, it would make my head hurt and I would quit.
But here's the thing. There's a couple of things. 2 things. One, this movie has Jean Reno following up on that boat accident, and we get the Polynesian with the Japanese fisherman that said Gojira, and I was like, even as a kid, as a teenager, I rolled my eyes at that scene. Like, come on, dog, really,
bro,
like Gojira.
Again,
I'm like, what is the frame of reference
that would
here?
Mean that Godzilla already lived.
Exactly. It's like,
see, I don't want to scratch my face here because, like, the continuity between Godzilla films are dubious. At best.
They play fast and loose.
Okay, look, he's right.
No, Prime is super right about that.
They play fast and loose. It's like.
Because you got to think the way they came up with that name for him back in '54 was completely different. Because the tone of that movie was set as an anti-nuke message.
Which by the way, the original screenplay for this movie, if I'm not mistaken, the 2 writers, they wrote a Latin. Their name, what's their name? Anyway. They had planned for this movie. They have a Godzilla it was more in line with Toho's Godzilla. He had the appearance, he had the look, stand on 2 legs,
like the proper upright look.
Yeah.
And the idea behind it was like Godzilla was gonna have his origins in Atlantis and fight an ancient creature called the Griffin. So when the disaster boys rolled through, they took a look at the script and said, well, this is dopey because the end of it is going to be 2 monsters punching each other, which, by the way, maybe not do a Godzilla movie. You don't want to see?
Yeah, how about not?
How about you don't do that?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. If he's not going to be fighting another monster, you might as well just shut it off. I mean, unless you're going to try to do, again, you're taking a frame of reference of the 1954 movie. You're going to have some kind of message. And you're going to have not the military do it because I get it. America, military. Yeah, I know. I get it. But what made the other one so good was you had a scientist who knew he had a weapon that would be used as a weapon by the government if they knew about it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Which, to be fair, once they threw out that script, that's one of the things they did. They said that they wanted to scale it back and bring back Godzilla's atomic origins and try to tie it close to that original movie, and that's about as close as they got. They got like right there.
Did you guys love that lizard giving the death stare of like, oh, I'm fucked, and then just, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and look, but here's the thing. So you guys already know following up with the fisherman. And then we start realizing that the whole movie plays out in New York, and it is the most depressing. It rains the whole fucking movie.
Now you say depressing. For me, it's the most New York thing. The only thing that was missing was somebody going, "Hey, I'm walking here." That was the only thing that was missing.
Well, we do get that Hank Azaria's character.
No, it wasn't Hank Azaria. That was Dan Castelli. He was in it.
That was Hank.
No, that was Hank Azaria.
Hank
Azaria?
Yeah, okay. That was the proof.
I'm just saying the only line that was missing was, "Hey, I'm walking here." Like everything else, you could he did everything. Oh, hey, don't you see I'm eating here? Hey, yeah. Oh my goodness, this the next play here. Like, oh, shut the fuck up.
No, here's the thing. If you
what is the white equivalent to black people wearing the Timberland boot in New York? What's the white version of that in New York?
Crocs.
I don't know, a Mets hat and like gentrification or something. I don't know, man.
Hold on, what did you say, bro?
You say Birkenstocks?
I don't.
Birkenstocks.
Yeah, Birkenstock. You know what? I'm a side with that. It'd definitely be Birkenstock.
I mean, but here's the thing, look, if you would have told me Ferris Bueller would be in this movie headlining it, I would laugh at you, but he's headlined the movie as Dr. Nick Tatopoulos, the fish guy.
Yo.
Shout out to the cartoon model looking nothing like him. Shout
out. Because let me tell you something. Matthew Broderick has looked like a little boy ever since he was a fucking teenager. And he will never look rugged in any type of way. This motherfucker he looks so out of place to me. Just the whole, I guess that added to it because he looked nerdy. I don't fucking know. I didn't like him in this movie.
Somehow he hooked up with Sarah Jessica Parker. I keep forgetting they're still married.
That is not Sarah Jessica Parker. That is not her. Sarah Jessica Parker looks like a horse, and you will know it. Okay?
To this day, it's such a mean joke, but I laugh every fucking time. It's like, damn,
that girl looks like a thoroughbred in the face. She looks like a thoroughbred in the face. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying she ugly.
She's equestrian. That's all he's saying. She's equestrian. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, Prime, I got a question.
She's a filly.
A stallion, as you will.
Prime,
a mare.
Beautiful Mustang.
Do you feel that heat radiating? Do you feel
look,
all right.
Look, Prime, I just really got a question I gotta ask all of you because it really had been bugging me ever since I started watching the movie. How does a creature of that size and scale go from the French Polynesia and make its way all the way to New York?
It dodged the West Coast. Shockingly
completely dodges the West Coast.
It went through Mexico, and then it somehow looped itself back to New York. And I'm like, well, that's kind of
it passed through the Caribbean, and that's the part that pissed me off. These motherfuckers, because you knew this was a New York line. Wow, they would come here. There's no other place like it. Yeah, it's just an island. Water on this side, water on that side. The perfect place. So you mean to tell me that this nigga passed the goddamn Caribbean?
That's Hawaii.
Said, hey, I gotta go to New York. Them bagels, my nigga. Really? That's what you think happened?
Hawaii was right there.
Hawaii. Right there. Guam. Right there. America Samoa. Right there. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it, Eris, fuck it. Tasmania, yeah, it's the other way. But guess what? It's an island, my nigga.
Hey, guess what, though? They got it right in 2014 because he did show up in Hawaii.
Yeah. That nigga rolled up. That nigga rolled up at Honolulu like, what up?
Where my tiki torch is at, bitch.
Where my lay at, nigga?
And like
aloha means hello.
Real pineapple.
And aloha means goodbye, my nigga.
But it's like D said, like, yo, he rolled through Guam and we see pictures. And again, Jean Reno and his French squad are following Godzilla through Guam. And Godzilla's like, yeah, fuck Guam. We're going to New York. And I'm like, all right.
So why are you going to New York,
hold on. Put respect on the Baguette A team, goddammit.
Yes.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, hold on. You know something, TJ, from the way that you were describing Jean Reno's team, all they were missing was like a French version of Gary Busey, and we could have got the Predator 2, like Predator hunting squad again.
They were, like I said, Baguette Elite Squad, man. They were like, yo, we are investigating this shit. We're cracked. Like, yo, they were literally special forces because they got to New York, no problem. Like,
infiltrated the fucking military that fucking quick,
dude. Don't you just love? Look, no, seriously, don't you all just love pre 9/11 movies?
I mean, look. Let me tell you something. Let me get real with you for a second. I find it funny that we have the Department of Homeland Security and all that stuff and ICE, and yet pre 9/11 really didn't need that. We were perfectly fine.
Yeah,
I'm just saying here. Just get serious for a second. It's like we were fine. This movie shows we don't really need it because we were good. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. But
3 short years later.
So here's the thing. What I like about it is
3 short years later,
Godzilla is in New York on this island. I think it was Manhattan, right?
Yeah, Manhattan.
Oh yeah, of course he is on that. Yeah, man.
So the kicker is that, like, and even the military, I think it was Kevin Dunn. He's like, yo, how the fuck is this giant ass fucking thing disappear in fucking New York? Like,
and then you gotta hear the dumb New York like, hey, New York's giant, yeah.
I'll never understand that. Like, how, dude? Not only could Godzilla hide in New York, but dude, he's got the freaking juking skills of a running back.
That scene with the helicopters, I was crying, laughing, like, where did he go? How the fuck did you miss him? The fuck?
The thing that gets me is that when he's looping around them corners, though, he keep hitting the way he hit the corners. I was like, yo, I'm like, this nigga running like he in the hood, bro. What the hell?
No, did he just break the helicopter's ankles? What the fuck?
I got the best scene for y'all. Yo, how did y'all like that part when he was juking and dodging the the helicopters? They circled around the Chrysler building, thinking, wait a minute, he was just here a minute ago. How does he give them the okie doke by appearing behind them?
My man,
well, he teleported and said nothing personal, kids.
Bruh, yo, and here's the kicker. The one helicopter, I'm like, hey, guy, why don't you just actually get some height? Because Godzilla can't jump after you if he gains. Oh, you're not going to gain height? All right, you deserve to die, bro. You deserve it.
Eris, I need to make a meme out of that. Have Vegeta, his head is a helicopter. Have Frieza, his head is on Godzilla, and punch him in the back.
Yo, how's the helicopter pilot getting chased by Godzilla? And he's looking back every 2 seconds, like, is he behind me? I'm like, dude, just fly.
No. My nigga with the best line. Oh, whoa, we missed, sir. We missed, sir. Nah, nigga, you just shot the Empire State Building.
We all saw you doing.
No, that was the Chrysler Building.
That was the Chrysler Building.
They flat out destroyed the Chrysler Building. All that shooting and destruction. Matter of fact, Zilla didn't even do all that damage. The helicopters did all the damage.
And not even that. It's the second time they get Godzilla to Central Park. They got the fish there, right?
That's a lot of fish.
Okay,
yeah,
this right here was. This needs to be etched into the history books of bad ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, terrible idea.
Here's my thing. Again, I'm like the military general. How the fuck you missed the Godzilla? He's right there in front of you. How you missed?
How?
Man, you gotta be there. Hey, yo, General, you gotta be there though, man. So you judging me? You need to be there. I want to see you in that.
How do you have a grenade launcher and
you know what the general is not even like. I'm sorry, the general is not even gonna ask that question. Hey, yo, Alejandro, go ahead and ask the question. Tony, what happened? And there's a soldier in there named Tony. Oh, look, we had some problems, man.
Oh man, Godzilla! Who knew Godzilla knew how to press down on the controller? We didn't know that shit. I mean, go figure, my nigga. Hey, we do that shit tomorrow with fish. How about that?
Did you love when he's being chased after that whole fish exercise? All of a sudden, the military is like, "Oh shit, we got 50 helicopters chase after his ass." I'm like,
I just love how Godzilla. I love how Godzilla was like,
work. This isn't gonna work.
No, this isn't gonna work. Dives into the ocean now dives into the river. Now, to the military general's credit, he has subs waiting for him. I'm like, all right, you prep for this. All right, cool. And then
who knew that Godzilla was Michael Phelps?
Bruh, my man, the general he forgot the double tap because he hits all the subs, hit them with the missiles. He's like, he's dead. I'm like,
they just saw. Dude,
John Cena.
Are you
sure about that?
Are you sure?
Really sure about
that? Hit him again. You sure about that?
Hey, to Godzilla's credit, he fooled us as the audience because you remember he kind of looked like he was dead. He just fell to the ocean. They showed the camera lingering on him falling.
Oh, that didn't fool CJ. Look, that might have fooled you. That ain't fooled me at all. I'm like, that ain't killing.
For a minute,
all white people did hug each other, and yeah, we beat the beast.
Now you might be wondering, well, guys, did you talk about the little subplot they have in the movie? See, here's the thing. So Nick's ex-hot girlfriend from high school pops up because she's a reporter, and
ex-girlfriend clearly out of his league. Continue.
Who is working with Harry Shearer, who's playing the most Harvey Weinstein of, well, hey, babe, if you suck my dick, I might give you this job opportunity.
That was the only thing that was missing. He was like, come on, you're pretty. I'm like, she's like, excuse me? Hey, look, I can get you that part, if you have dinner with me, you know what I mean?
Harry Shearer can play that part pretty well, too, because he looked like somebody.
Oh, man, I like Kent Brockman is trying to get it.
Dude, okay.
That's on brand.
Can I point out something, by the way? Did you also love how when she refused all of his advances, he straight up snatched her story from him?
Bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like, if you won't give me the pussy, I'll take your story.
Yo, the finesse.
Hey, look, that's what I like to call
finesse game.
Eris, that's what we now in the broadcasting industry call the Matt Lauer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, yo, real talk. Matt Lauer. That nigga, wow. Fucking wow.
Hey, every day I often wonder, did Brian Gumble know something was up? Every day I wonder when he just sat back and was like, I know that fool's up to something, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna go over to HBO and get my inside sports money.
No. Brian Gumble, being the corny black dude he is, had his moment when he left Matt Lauer's office, hearing him bang out an enter. White people. Even the corniest of nigga says white folk.
I want people to understand this. Like Brian Gumble, he's not Cory Booker corny, but he's corny in a way.
He corny. Actually, it's kind of funny with them. He had to play that role to get where he had to get.
Yeah,
especially in the 1980s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he played in the 1980s, and then of course by the time the 90s rolled around, for us to like fully embrace it, embrace what he was, we just looked at him as 90s corny.
Bro.
He was 90s corny, and then he got on HBO. Let's talk about how all these black athletes aren't getting paid. Oh yeah. I'm getting down like that.
Hey, look, I still laugh at the fact that like Greg Gumbel literally looks like Bizarro Brian Gumbel. I know that's his brother and shit. But
you can tell Greg the old one, can't you?
I still say we should. We should get a live action Gumbel.
Gumble to Gumble, my nigga.
I will watch that in a heartbeat. I'm like, yes.
We need that. I feel like in our current climate, we need that as black.
We need that. It's just
like, man, you know the sad part? Greg won't do it. Brian would. Greg won't.
Hey, D, check it out. Brian will do it, and he'll agree to one season.
I agree to one season, but as you know me, I have to have a white woman in my room every day.
Look, I gotta admit too, I'm surprised Harvey Fierstein isn't in this movie.
You know,
oh my God, that would have been so perfect.
With as much stuff that they did try to throw at this movie, because you got to think, they threw in the two guys that were clearly supposed to be Siskel and Ebert.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
because I was about to say something.
Mayor Ebert. I mean, with the thumbs up and everything, bro.
Had the thumbs up and down too at the end of the movie. I'm like, oh God, like I get it, Roland. You put them in this movie because the real Siskel and Ebert hate all of your movies.
Hey, look, listen.
That's some fucked up shit, because I think Ebert kind of like Universal Soldier. That's the fucked up part.
Hey, here's the kicker too, though. I like Michael Lerner. I still, to this day, am still baffled that he was in Blank Check, because I'm like, what are you doing here, Lerner? You're bigger than this movie. Why are you?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Wait,
Don't do that.
Stop, CJ. Think about what you just said for a second. Think about what you just said. You were in Blank Check. You're better than this.
Chris, I don't know what your scale is anymore half the time when it comes to these bad Disney movies.
You gotta understand, you're paired him up with Tom Loke and fucking Miguel Ferreira. That is the most weirdest combination ever.
You act like the movie worked. That's the bit. No, yeah. Chris, I'm mad that you act like the movie worked. It did.
You gotta look,
how bad is it that he picks out a bad movie and like, nigga, yo, stand it.
I swear to God, that's probably, I guarantee you, if he ever talked to Michael Lerner, I'm pretty sure that was one of those movies where it was like, yeah, you were paying off the car. You paid off the car note with that movie, didn't you? All right, cool. I get it. I totally get it.
No, I would genuinely.
I was putting my secret girlfriend. I'm sorry, Eris. I was waiting for my secret girlfriend's apartment. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, man. That had to be good. Yeah, man. She was 16, and I had a whoa.
So I would genuinely ask that question. I would genuinely ask him that question, like, so you just went through a weird spell in the '90s, didn't you?
Oh man, you just said yes, huh?
Like you just agreed. Like I guess you made like a New Year's resolution, not even New Year's, like a new decade's resolution to yourself, where you're just gonna say yes to everything that gets thrown your way.
Like, my man, you did Barton Fink, and then boom, Blank Check was next. I'm like, what?
Yo, because his agent called him, obviously playing "Don't Wanna Fall in Love" in the background. Hey, baby, you got to say yes to this next movie, man. I don't know how long it's gonna work. Yeah, man, just say yes. Say yes.
Funny enough, he did back-to-back Disney movies, because he did Barton Fink, critically acclaimed movie, right? Actually, he actually got nominated for Best Supporting Actor, right? Next year.
Wow.
Yeah, but actually, Barton Fink's actually a good movie. But like, following year, hey, we're gonna put you in this Disney movie called Newsies. Sure.
No.
And then the following year,
how good did that movie do? Because it sounded like a lot of certain white, them white people, like, this was a wholesome movie, and then everybody else, what the fuck is this?
Newsies was like a music. It was one of those, like, it bombed in the box office, but for some reason, a lot of people that were theater actors loved that fucking movie.
Of course.
So because it was one of those things that it actually got nominated for like Tony Awards and shit, because it actually got adapted for a stage play. So it was like, yeah. So it on paper as like a musical movie, it was fine, but as a movie itself, it's like it wasn't that great. And then you go from Newsies to Blank Check, and it's like, what happened, dude? Like,
no, it's Disney saying this is all I can give you.
Yeah. So
now look. No.
I can't do the voice. My
but going back to the movie.
No, but I do have a genuine question for our guest here. Now, Prime, did you like how Godzilla? How after the submarine attack, the movie decides to take us in the direction of, hey, we understand this is a Godzilla movie, but let's introduce aliens real quick,
bruh. Let me tell you something.
And by that, I'm talking about the eggs.
Oh, you mean the Jurassic Park raptor scene? That's what they were trying to do.
No. See, I say aliens at first just because of how they started hatching slowly, one by one, and then yes, it immediately turns into Jurassic Park, where they're being chased all throughout Madison Square Garden.
Because I call them dinosaurs, right?
Yeah, I call them puppet heads that cost way too goddamn much.
I'll say this. that scene as a kid, well, teenager, obviously, but like it captured my imagination a little bit just because of the eye of like they're in Madison Square Garden, they got blown up, and they're in with all these eggs that's about to hatch. So it's tense. But then once you got Matthew Broderick doing Home Alone traps on him, I'm like, okay, now you took away all the tension. Now you took it away.
Thank you, Chris. You said exactly. I thought you was about to stop. Like, yeah, I can say it was a really good scene. Hey, Chris, you know, kill that shit when that nigga drop kicked the candy machine.
I was like, you Home Alone trap these things. I'm like, I was even excusing him kicking, like pushing the one thing back when he got in the elevator. All right, I'm fine with that. Once you kick down the bubblegum machine, I'm like, come on, dog. What are we doing?
All right, you know what was worse?
Here's the best. No. Here's the best one. Here's the best one. The movie goes back in the comedy again. Matthew is on the elevator. He's going up. The door opens, and all of them are eating popcorn.
Okay.
The popcorn floor. Hold on. And this movie had the nerve, the unmitigated gall to interject some humor by having him say, "Sorry, wrong floor."
Bear in mind,
you don't deserve that movie. You don't deserve that.
Eris, look at me. A little bit funny.
I mean, but here's the thing.
Tiny.
Literally, yeah, it's a little funny, but here's. Yeah, I chuckle, but here's the thing.
I mean, look, I'm sorry, CJ. Look, I'll admit it. 1998 DjTsu got half a chortle, okay?
Chortle?
Here's the thing, though.
You golfed at it?
Is that what that was?
You can't do that when you have these moments, it's fucked up moments, where two of the baguette team get killed by the dinosaurs and like, oh shit, they got fucking eaten. Like, god damn,
you know what?
Like, okay, whoa.
I would let that part go. I would let the part go of the dinosaur slipping up. I would let it go. You know why I would let it go? Because, hey, okay, you got out the way. Yeah, that was kind of a smart thing to do. You know why I won't let this go? Because when they had nowhere else to run, here come these dumb motherfuckers still slipping on the motherfucking bubble gum.
Oh, basketballs too, because you slip on basketball.
Oh yeah, the basketball.
At them.
No, shenanigans just walked the door because they all like, oh shit.
Now I will say this.
The
build up before that though, I thought like that whole thing was interesting how they were filming inside Madison Square. And it was showing like, you know, hey, we need y'all to bomb Madison Square Garden because these dinosaurs are here. And the general was like, hey, get the planes up and running so we can get the fucking bombs. Yeah, you got 10 minutes. Get the fuck out of Madison Square. I'm like, god damn, they got 10 minutes to get the.
Here comes Hank Azaria. Here comes Hank Azaria. You gonna bomb the garden? Come on, no. It's like
I was like, I watched the next game. Go.
I'm like, yo,
come on the Knicks, the Rangers.
And I'm like, yo, bomb it.
Dude, did y'all just love how, in order for them to get out, Jean Renault was like, well, maybe if we shoot the chandeliers, they'll back off. I'm like, okay, cool.
Like, fine.
Well, to be fair, it worked when he did it on demons. I'm just saying.
That is true.
All right, cool.
He got a point. Cool. He got a point. However, this is a crap tragedy catastrophe that has the nerve to be called Godzilla. So I don't know. Again, Prime. I don't know how this would be considered to work, but somehow it did.
Yeah.
You know what? All right. I don't question the things falling and the little dumbass raptors separating. But what I don't accept is when they ran through, none of the niggas said, you know, nobody nicked them. Nobody.
Nothing. And then like the dude puts the gun. Then the dude puts the gun in the door as though that's the only door you can get out of Madison Square Garden.
I like that. He put the gun in the door. I was like, there's like 6 other exits and like 5 on the other side. They're pushed to open. Why are they not pushing it? These are dumb ass Godzillas.
This is where it got funny because they bomb it. You're like, yay! And then even when I was watching the movie, I was like, hold up. There's still 20 minutes left in the movie. What the fuck is going on here? And then boom, Godzilla comes up, and I'm like, oh, it's alive. It faked its death. Oh, Juke.
Oh, man, I remember my dad. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. They ate his babies. His dad? Yeah, as you know, son. That's why I learned what asexual was.
Yeah, because Nick early in the movie, and then Nick early, because Nick finds out early in the movie that Godzilla is asexual, so it can actually, pop out eggs and stuff. So,
you know what? All right, Godzilla guys.
For the love of God, this movie is so dumb.
All right, Godzilla guys. Why the eggs? I get the dumbass junior Godzilla that happened in Japan, kids and all, but
Minya.
Yeah.
I fucking hate him so much I forgot his name. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or do you mean the Heisei one that grew up to be Godzilla?
Yeah, that one.
Exactly. Yeah.
I forgot Godzilla Jr. did grow up to be mini Godzilla, so that was kind of dope. That was dope. But I will say this. My imagination was captured a little bit with Godzilla chasing them in a taxi. And I'm like, hey, Godzilla, you can just stomp them out, right? So
you can either I'm sorry, you can stomp them out, or you can do the one thing that I've been sitting back for the last 48 minutes waiting for you to do, the atomic breath. Where is that at?
Oh, we didn't get it. We just got bad breath Godzilla.
We got
no breath.
Halitosis.
No, we didn't. No.
Gingivitis ass mouth.
No. What we got, what we really got was Avatar breath.
Bruh.
That was forced air.
I mean, look, I found it funny too because it felt like a bigger version. It was like Roland Emmerich was trying to do. You remember the Godzilla? You remember the T-Rex chase scene in the first Jurassic Park? That was what he was doing, and I'm like, hold up. First off, how is Godzilla only running at like 55 miles an hour, like outpacing the car?
Hold on, and how can he not catch a taxi?
First off,
better question than all that. With every stomp, shouldn't the taxi go airborne? And that's New York, and I know those fucking roads are fucked up. Also, did he run over those same roads when he was, fucking Barry Sanders the fuck out of the motherfucking military? Wouldn't they already be messed up? Logic. I forgot Logic.
We have to put some respect on Jean Reno's Tokyo Drift skills in this movie.
Hey, not Tokyo Drift. You mean Paris Drift?
Paris skill. Paris Drift.
Like his Jean Reno's French Connection.
God damn, you beat me to it, you son of a bitch.
His French Connection drifting skills.
My man.
Hold up. Wait. Can I also point out, just to show
this
you
is how they drive out in there.
No, let me point out something to y'all. Just to once again prove how dumb this movie is. Jean Reno managed to drift around a corner and break Godzilla's ankles.
Bruh.
Let me get this right. A Crown Victoria just yanked Godzilla. But you mean to tell me a fucking Tomahawk, a Black Hawk fucking helicopter?
Hold on, that's the moment Godzilla's like, no, it was time from earlier. Hold on, that's bullshit, bro. Hold on, hold on, bro.
Nah,
some bullshit.
He doesn't.
Out of breath.
He doesn't.
What's the Gatorade? Fuck, man.
Oh no! See, that was a foul, nigga. Timeout. That was a
foul. Mulligan. Give me a do-over.
Did you love like at the part where Jean Reno juked him out, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, we're coming to course of George Washington Bridge. We got him. All of a sudden Godzilla's like, nope, not today, bitch, and just rises up and shit. He's in their mouth.
It's like he suddenly remembered. Oh, wait a minute, I can burrow.
Oh,
like, so apparently he's Knuckles the Echidna.
Oh, also, we forgot too that he's basically his weakness is bright lights of a fucking Crown Vic because Jean Reno comes in hot with the bright.
You gotta understand, Chris. So those are the new Pontiac lights. Those are new Panasonic lights that we put in all of our Fords now in New York City. See, we want our taxi drivers to have the brightest lights of them all because you need light to be very, very bright in the middle of the goddamn city of New York. Oh, also, did you like that they didn't put the title card? Didn't say New York City. It just said city that never sleeps. Fuck you.
D. See, everything you just said just it immediately gets brushed under the rug when you realize that once they were inside Godzilla's mouth, that Matthew Broderick pulls an exposed electrical wire and shocks Godzilla's tooth, which gave them the escape to get out of his mouth.
I thought for a while, I was like, that was a good
like,
move. But part of me was like,
I was like, when I saw that, when I saw that, I said, hold up, whose bright idea to write into the script? Again, I'm surprised this movie even had a script. Write into the script. We need a way to cattle prod Godzilla, but we need a big enough prod to do it.
I know. I got an idea. This is what happens. When Godzilla takes him, he puts him in his mouth. And when he's all crushing him, they find something that can stab him in the tooth. But it has to be something big, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Wait, man, I got an electrical wire from a down power line.
Sure.
Wait a minute. Would the electrical line be actually, not functional at that point because it ripped out the ground? There's no longer any electrical.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you with the powder in my ear. What again? Can you repeat that?
If you would have told me Godzilla gets killed by getting tangled up in the Brooklyn Bridge, I would have laughed at you in your face, and that's exactly
no.
Hey! What you trying to say? The Brooklyn Bridge ain't strong enough? Huh? Trying to say New York's full of pussies? Why don't you take your nigga ass back to DC?
Bridge?
Whoa!
Wait.
How did the Brooklyn Bridge not collapse with the weight of Godzilla?
Fucking monkey!
This is how bad it was. See, you said him getting killed by getting tangled up in the bridge was one.
Four missiles to the chest.
Like he took he ate the missiles. Let's be real.
No, 6. He took 6 missiles.
6 missiles. My bad.
It was 6. You want to know why it was 6? Because when they fired off all 58 of them and they kept missing him, and then the general was like, "Well, circle around and fire again." I
like, y'all would have had.
Hold on. No, I'm sorry. Again, New York City, military. You guys did more damage than Godzilla did.
Yeah, that's at least $1 billion worth of damage.
in my head canon,
low number, $1 billion.
I know we got the cartoon series that picks up after it, but my head canon with the movies, I got the government taking Godzilla apart and trying to clone him because we're fucking idiots here in America. We do dumb shit like that.
They were trying. But the cartoon that worked. They took his
they did do it.
They were trying to do some shit to it.
Yeah, they did do it in the cartoon. So I'm like, yeah, because we're idiots. We would clone them.
Yo, Prime, were you like me when how they do in all the Sentai series, whenever the monster grows big and he starts messing up buildings, were you like me where you just shout hundreds dead?
Thousands. That line, they were like, well, we evacuated. The hell you did.
No, you didn't.
The hell you did, sir. Because there's that one meme like, well, I've been here since 1842.
I'm sorry. I call bullshit 2 errors because I'm sorry. Y'all didn't evacuate Harlem. Y'all kept us in there for a reason. Wait a minute. That Harlem was the last place in Manhattan that was told to leave.
They're like, should we tell them? No, let's let this play out. Let's see what happens.
Whoa. Let the gentrify people out first, then let all the rest of those, I don't know, Dominican niggers.
Dude, when they shot the missiles,
half-breed Italians.
When they shot the missiles at Godzilla the bridge, and a good chunk of them missed. Wherever they landed, I'm like, thousands dead.
Hey, that one missed. I was like, yo, Queens is gone. There's a crater in Queens right now.
Because when you think about it, they fired him from one angle, circled back around, shot him from another angle.
Yo.
And so, so one of the directors of one of the Heisei Gamma movies, I'm just blanking on his name. He has a famous quote where he's like, "It's very interesting that the U.S. version of Godzilla dies by being killed by missiles because it seems the Americans are unable to accept a creature that cannot be put down by their arms." And I mean, that is telling. Hold on, Godzilla works best, huh?
So right there. I'm sorry, bro. Right there when you said that, here's me. Message.
I mean, Godzilla works effectively. I'm probably on the minority in this camp. but I feel like Godzilla is at his most effective when he's being used as a metaphor. Like, don't get me wrong, I love wrestling superhero Godzilla. Like, that's my shit. The fucking drop kick. Like, I'm all in on that shit.
Yeah. Yes.
But like, as actual like films, this is why the original Gojira holds up so well, because it's a really great film, and it's Godzilla as a force of nature. He is serving a point to demonstrate a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I feel the character works best. It is our nightmares come to fruition. The hubris of man come to say, hey, you should have stopped that shit. So I'm gonna stop the shit for you.
Right.
Oh my God.
Like you didn't learn the first time, so I'm here to deliver this work.
Most
So
definitely.
this Godzilla, what does it represent? The U.S. military all succeed? Well,
no. Remember, there was nukes. There was nukes that made him, man. Remember that?
Yeah,
nuclear weapons and the stuff we do with them.
I mean,
Okay.
And waste, the
What else?
environment.
Look, I love sometimes like how China and Japan will take pot shots at America for certain movies, and like obviously enough, Japan went total 100% pot shot at fucking Godzilla across the board, right?
Twice.
Twice. And we saw it in Godzilla Final Wars, like Sue said, with Zilla getting pretty much.
Dude,
Eric, you want to see a nigga that got so much pleasure out of it. You should have been in the room where Eris was. Eris showed me hey, D, watch this shit. After Eris's 15th time, hand covered in jizz. D, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Hey, I was waiting for him to whip it out and just jerk off in front of us. Like, guys, watch this shit.
Nigga two-handed it. Watch this part.
No, seriously. You guys got to understand something. You have to understand something. When I watched Final Wars, I was not expecting that. I really thought no one expected that. So when I saw it, the fact that my man said, Godzilla, watch this. I got something for you. I'm like, he's not going to throw, Ghidorah at him like off the rip, is he? Dude, he unleashes Zilla. I'm like, oh, no. No, so you know what? This fight better not even last, not even a minute.
One hit kill.
Man, first of all, you get tail whipped and atomic breath to death.
Bruh. In the movie where I was surprised Don Fry was in the fucking movie, that was a surprise for me. I was like, oh, they put Zilla in the movie, and he got knocked into the Sydney Opera House and
grand opening, grand closing.
I got, I have, imagine
that right there was a world record for a kaiju getting taken out.
Just imagine, Eris. Muhammad Ali. Eris, think about it. Muhammad Ali was cloned, came out the cryo chamber in his prime, fit, like punching the air, going down to the ring, and he spars with somebody smaller than him. The sparring partner punches him across the face. Muhammad Ali dies instantly in front of everybody for a second time. Everybody's heart broke. That's what all that hype, like, it's just
No, I get it. Yo, Prime, I gotta point out something else to you. Check this out.
I like how they made him. They made him look like he was longer and uglier. I like that too. That was another one.
I mean, just to point out how bad of a design it was. But no, Prime, check this out. When when I think about it, when I say that this is a world record in a kaiju death, because even Anguirus survived longer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know what I feel insulted by? I love the Saturn Awards because they do a pretty good job of really looking at special effects and stuff, right? This movie won special effects at the Saturn Awards in '98. And I feel a little insulted because it went up against Mighty Joe Young, Lost in Space, Saving Private Ryan, Dark City, and Armageddon. And I really was just like, Saving Private Ryan should have won over Godzilla. I don't know how Godzilla won. I really don't. I don't understand it.
That's one of life's great mysteries there. See.
Okay, you know what, Prime? You're right. Maybe it is money.
Palms being greased.
It just got greased because I'm like, look, the special effects were okay, but goddamn, this shit, it's like.
I could say they probably let's not give it the Saving Private Ryan because Saving Private Ryan is gonna get everything
Academy
any damn
Awards.
way. Yeah, so it doesn't need our shine, and it's like maybe. And I'm like, so maybe in the running, maybe Lost in Space for like production work because like
Mighty
those are some
Joe
dope
Young,
ass sets.
I might give it Mighty Joe Young.
And I was going to say, in terms of CGI, maybe Mighty Joe Young, maybe they were just being generous.
I mean, Armageddon, I would just give it because Armageddon was just ridiculous that year anyway. So there's that.
I mean, sure.
Hey, Prime. You know, did you also notice that the way they took out Godzilla Gino in this movie is similar to how King Kong got taken out?
Man.
Well, at least he wasn't simping, so that's a plus.
That's true.
This is true.
That's true. I mean, come on. He went for Zilla was just minding his own business, trying to chase down a taxi for some reason he couldn't catch, and he got caught up in the Brooklyn Bridge, and that just led to a trap.
I mean, it's just, and the thing of it is, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, what really just irritates the fuck out of me is like the idea of, can you imagine an army of Godzillas? Like, if the motherfuckers had matured, what could have fucking been?
More entertaining movie.
I mean, and like you said, the cartoon series kind of like took a lot of the scripts that Roland Emmerich and them wanted, and like I said, they got 2 seasons out of it and stuff, and they were able to kind of take those ideas and go with it. And it's kind of funny to be like the movie tried to go all sympathetic with Nick walking up to Godzilla and his heartbeat, and I'm like, come on, guys.
Again, oh God! Again, you are taking pages from King Kong. You're trying to be sympathetic, listening to the heartbeat.
Like,
and hold on.
You just killed hundreds of men is dying. Isn't it sad?
And wait a second. Yo, didn't they do that again with King Kong in 2005?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah. I mean, it's
twas simping that killed the beast.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, and you know, and it's just funny to me, like you said, you get to the end of the movie and it's like sequel bait, bam, egg hatches out, and I'm like, so let me get this right. All of Madison Square Gardens get blown up, and the one egg somehow.
Just one egg survives.
Because, so like, was that one egg deeper? So like, my question is, so does that mean like that was gonna be like, was that gonna be the successor? Like, why was that egg the most protected of the eggs?
Oh, just a bad blast
radius. I don't
radius.
know why you're asking that question, because to me, the real question was, how did he even lay the eggs inside that place?
Did he spit them out? Did he throw them up? Did she
them?
Launch them out of the vagina?
I mean, first of all, guys, y'all are going way too deep into this. Did you not see the fact that he went through a drain pipe and burrowed his way all the way to all the way to the bottom of Madison Square Garden?
Whoa,
he really wanted that jersey.
How big are the drain pipes in New York?
He wanted it.
I mean, that's a lot. I'll just say this: I'm one of those people that like I've read so much of what's the name of that Marvel comic with the Damage Control, where after the movie I'm like, it's a lot of cleaning up they gotta do in New York and Manhattan. Hate to be a part of that shit. That's like I said,
it's an easily $1 billion. That's the lowest.
Oh man, that's me, and I'm just like, man, I feel for Michael Keaton's character in the Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, hey, yeah, opportunity, and Stark came in, was like, fuck you, we're gonna take it over.
Man, they're going to burn all the Manhattan down and start over. Ultimate gentrification.
Hey, I like how the mayor throughout the whole movie was trying to find ways of trying to get reelected off this shit, and it didn't really work out in the grand scheme.
How was that even going to work in the first place? Like, I don't see the end game of that.
Because what's your logic there?
Because remember, wasn't he going to be, if I can coin the phrase, the mayor that stopped Godzilla?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, Rudy Giuliani. He was going to be Rudy Giuliani.
It's going to be his 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look. First off,
Spooky, right?
Okay, this
a piece of shit politician that ain't that good, who cleaned up the crime on the streets, probably illegally as all fuck, who's trying to piggyback on an election that he can piggyback on something because his election is gonna be weak as fuck.
Hey, look.
That's Rudy Giuliani. Holy shit.
AD, one more thing. And if that didn't work, his backup plan would have been to have all the homeless people secretly killed.
Oh, that happened. That wasn't no backup plan. That was already initiated.
I feel
Stage 1.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey,
listen, let me tell you something. The statute of limitations is over with this hot take right here. Gotta be honest with you. I fucking hated Rudy Giuliani and Mr. 9/11 during that time period.
We all did.
Hated it because it's like I was already annoyed about 9/11, not because it was a tragic situation. It's just I hated how we got so fucking over patriotic in this fucking country, and I'm like, ugh.
It bled into our movies too.
And it didn't help that I joined the military in 2004 and we were still riding high off 9/11. I was like, guys, can we stop? Like, I'm tired.
We're not even fighting the niggas that did it, man.
Like, no, look. Imagine we go to anime conventions and you watch anime music videos, right? And we enjoy it. The Linkin Park and DBZ. We enjoy it. It gets overused, but we enjoy it, right? Now imagine you join the military, and I gotta fucking listen to fucking military music videos with Tim McGraw. We're put a boot in your ass, and I'm just rolling my eyes the whole time. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, if everybody sees me rolling my eyes, they're gonna think I'm unpatriotic. I'm just not gonna. No, not gonna react.
Chris.
Like, no.
Hey, Chris. No, it's either that or the video of them bombing shit to let the bodies hit the floor. It's one of the two, man.
Oh, no. The one that got me was Bombs Over Baghdad. I fucking threw my pencil when I saw that. I was like, no, I can't.
Like, I'm tired of y'all white folk. I'm tired of all y'all white folk.
I was sitting in the class. I'm like, I got 1 week left before I'm out of basic training. This needs to be over right now. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it, man.
Bombs Over Baghdad. Oh, God.
What's that fucking Jorno picture? That's bullshit, but I believe it.
Man, look, man. And that's how I felt about the mayor in this movie. I was like, I hate you, guy. I hate you. You're opportunistic as shit. Even in Japan, the Godzilla movies, the fucking president of Japan isn't like, they kind of are a little bit, but like, not this.
No, see, that's where you got that wrong. In Japan, seriously, in Japan, yeah, the military shows up, but it's always up to science or another monster.
Science.
Because, in America, we got to call in the scientists because we don't trust scientists because, they think they know everything with their numbers and their predictions and their accurate story. Fuck them niggas,
I am surprised Roland Emmerich and them didn't do a version of the fucking oxygen missile in this fucking movie.
Oh, you mean the oxygen destroyer?
Hold on. That required them to have watched Godzilla. Hold on.
Exactly.
You're right.
What made you think they were going to do that, man?
I don't know.
Now I would say this. Thank God there wasn't no motherfucker walking around with an eye patch in this movie. Then fighting words. Fighting words at that point for me.
AD, I got news for you. I have a feeling that was somewhere in the planning stages for Jean Reno.
Bruh.
No.
Here's how
Hold on. Now I want it.
That would have worked.
Hold on. Now I want it. You son of a bitch.
That would have worked.
That
would have worked. Actually, that would have worked.
Can you imagine one of his guys from the Baguette team came back and he has an eye patch and he survived the fucking other guy?
Sir, I have a new way. To do it. What is it called? It is called the oxygen boom.
The oxygen boom.
You would have the eye patch.
No, guys, no. Oxygen bomb.
Oxygen bomb.
Wait, is it masculine or feminine? Hold on. Is it a masculine bomb or feminine bomb?
Look. I have very limited French when it comes to that, but also I got to think like an American would.
Bro,
you really got to get the stereotype right.
This boy had an eye patch and he'll been like Master Miller, Metal Gear Solid 5, missing the leg and missing the arm, got the coat on.
Those dinosaurs played me like a fiddle.
Why are we still doing this? Just to suffer.
What in hell?
I'm serious.
Right there. Renault puts on his glasses. Whoa!
Dude, he looks back at AOD. He looks at Renault as he puts the glasses on him. What took you so long? No, but I'm dead serious. I have a feeling. I really have a feeling if somebody really did pay attention to the original Godzilla movie, we would have gotten Jean Reno with an eye patch.
Bro,
I feel that there were several things they could have done in this movie. If they watched 2 Godzilla movies, they would have. I didn't say it was going to make the movie better, but it would have looked like they tried. You know what I mean?
They would have at least had
like there was some effort there. There was real passion there. You know what I mean?
They would have at least had a frame of reference.
Exactly.
Passion assumes that someone cared. Need I remind you? They were, as a matter of fact, they turned down this movie twice. They did. The Disaster Boys didn't want to do this movie. They were ultimately convinced once Independence Day came out, so they were King Dingaling at the time, right?
Yeah.
So they were convinced to take the movie if they said they had complete creative control and had full autonomy over the script. And we see how that turned out, didn't we?
Also, Prime, to piggyback off that, you do know that Roland Emmerich hated the original design of Godzilla and personally sought out to have it changed so that he can run around with the Shere Khan chin.
Let me find that fucking quote because that shit pissed me off. Hold on. He said.
I'm dead serious.
Because the script, like the design that was originally, he came in and threw it out because I think he said it was dopey, and I think the quote was like, "That's not how we would do it today, bruh. Fuck you."
Look, that is down, left, and right.
Dude, that is 1998 sensibilities right there.
So, no, that's not 19. No, that's Hollywood. Period.
Yeah,
you would look. Here's the funny thing, Christian. You mention it actually all the time. When you mention the Marvel movies, say what you will about the MCU, there's people that give a fuck.
Yeah,
there are people on that staff that read the
iota. That's all we ask for. It's just an iota.
Iota. You know, look. You know, it's like this. It don't bother me, but I get why Chris hates shiny armored Flash. I get it because that shows like you don't know none of this shit, do you?
I mean, you do realize how far an iota can take you.
I mean,
exactly.
Look.
Exactly. As much. See how me and Prime popped when we thought Renault would have an eye patch. How dope that actually would have been.
And I just threw that out there.
It wasn't going to make the movie better. No, it wasn't going to make the movie better.
Happy though. I would like. Hey, I can fuck with
this. Prime example of this. 2014 Godzilla. Now, my issue with the movie is that they dick tease you about fucking Godzilla through the whole movie, right?
They tried too hard. They tried way too hard in that movie.
At the same time, when you see Godzilla, you lose your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Oh, that buildup is real. That whole train ride right before God, that was tense. All of that. They built up. It was barely visible. Even when Godzilla showed up and all that shit, they built to that shit.
And again,
we as the audience knew that our nigga G was gonna show up. We was like, in what form are you gonna show up? And when you get the tension right, and that, like I said, the whole movie can suck my dick. That moment when Godzilla showed up the first time, perfect. Perfection. If I was a professor, I would teach that to kids, man. I'm dead serious, man.
Check it out, dude. You want to know something? Bryan Cranston sacrificed himself just so we can have that moment.
Just so I can have that scene. Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
Like, I even take it so far, if you look at the King Kong movie, right? They built up to that because I was like, how are they going to do King Kong? Because as Prime keeps saying, how are you going to make me feel good for about a simping-ass King Kong? And thankfully, they didn't make him simping in the new King Kong
movie.
Hold up. So, is that really how everybody feels now? Because I'm fine with that idea. That King Kong is a simp. Because he is a simp.
Because he is.
He is.
My man.
I'm not calling what I'm saying.
Yo, he fought two T-Rexes with fucking old girl on his hand. I'm like, you could have just put her down somewhere.
You could have put the bitch down at any time.
Look, he was not
pussy more important than life.
First of all, King Kong was not leaving nothing up to chance. Second of all, my man was multitasking. All right.
Oh no! Wait! The Godzilla do what every other black nigga do. I got a white bitch that kind of like me. I kind of can't fuck this up. I want to see where this is going.
I'm just saying.
Gotta see where we're going. Take it to logical extension. Let's keep going. Keep it going.
I'm just saying that in Carl's case, my man was multitasking, and I mean, look. I'm protecting this little girl. I'm protecting this little woman, and at the same time, I'm giving these two T-Rexes to work. So hold on. Not only does this show that I care about her and that I can multitask, but I'm also super OP.
And I prioritize. Yes. So this is definitely giving me the pussy, right? right?
The only thing is this.
Hold on. And I didn't even have to give her any money.
I will say this because I know Hollywood. If and when we get this King Kong versus Godzilla thing, I'm gonna say this. I know how they're gonna frame it. I'm with Godzilla period anyway, but I'm saying this. If you go with King Kong, you with the white folk. I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right now. You know why? Because you know white people with dogs and monkeys are unbearable to me. They are unbearable to me.
My thing is this. John C. Reilly, his character in Kong Skull Island represents the type of character that you need in a Godzilla film. Just wacky as shit. And it's like, that works.
Oh, God. I love the weekend. Oh, he shouldn't have come.
Shouldn't have come, God. You're dead. And I'm like, yep.
See, first of all.
That's the nigga that lost all of his mind.
All right. Now, check this out. A Prime. Now, with this King Kong vs. Godzilla movie, I think we know the 3-part act. Part 1 is going to be we're either going to see Godzilla or King Kong first. Part 2, the two of them are going to fight, and then when they fight, it's going to be an awesome fight between the two of them. Midway, hold on, I'm not finished. Midway, we're going to get introduced to Mecha King Ghidorah.
Are we doing that?
Oh, it's coming. You know it's coming.
No, we are. You want to know why? Because at the end of Godzilla King of Monsters, one of Ghidorah's heads was still around.
Oh yeah,
right.
They actually recovered it.
Yeah. Now, personally, I wish it was Space Godzilla. Personally,
I would like Mecha Godzilla, but I think Mecha Godzilla should be the third movie.
Space Godzilla. For King Kong vs. Godzilla, I said Space Godzilla should be the antagonist.
Space Godzilla, or I'm gonna go ahead and be the weird one on this one, since they were talking about environmentalism in the second movie. Biollante.
Look, all I'm asking is this: I need Godzilla to pull up with that drop kick that he just scoots across the ass.
CJ, look, it is not the 1970s. We can't get away. Look, we cannot get away with that wackiness anymore. Now, hold on. Am I saying that I am against it? No. I want that. That is pure smoke that I want.
Now, I'm not saying that the drop kick needs to be as stiff. But if we can get something where he's like almost gliding on his tail as he's doing the drop kick, that would be dope.
You know what?
I'll see your drop kick, sir, and I'll raise you his fucking victory dance.
Yeah, he's not gonna do the victory dance. He won't do the victory dance.
Yes.
No, he won't do the victory dance. You want to know why? You want to know why, Prime? Godzilla doing the victory dance right now, if that were to resurface, he will Stallone that crap and edit it out in the director's cut.
Listen, I'm already laughing.
How many people have seen this?
Bro,
this footage?
Dude, I still laugh at the fact that in the King of Monsters, they all gave him the fucking sensei bow at the end. And I was like, this is cheesy, but I take this. This is like the I'm like, all right, cool.
Now look, if we don't get the drop kick, I will happily accept the Kamen Rider kick.
Yo, the Kamen Rider kick is nice on that nigga too, man. I mean, look, you know what? That's the thing that made Godzilla so cool for me, is that it did go through its dumb Batman 66 phase. Well, you know what I mean? I'm glad that it went through that corny ass phase, because even within that corny phase, you have a different type of Godzilla. And like you say, they always play loose with Godzilla. Always. Because if it was like the same story, Tokyo, Japan wouldn't be an island no more. Actually, it would have set off a volcano.
I think that's what really was missing from the 98 Godzilla. It's just, it wasn't fun. It didn't capture that fun of a Godzilla movie, because if you're not going to go serious, you better go campy with it.
See, here's the problem. The problem is that they tried to go serious, but they went serious in all of the wrong directions.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was just about to say, because once they took off his atomic breath, I can guarantee you the discussion in the writer's room was like, well, why would a giant lizard have fire breath? Why would a giant lizard exist, you fucking
why would he even exist? Wait, hold on. This is even better. See, according to the movie, he was referred to as a giant lizard, but then after that, he was immediately he was immediately connected to the dinosaur family, and they kept referring to him as a dinosaur.
All right, look, turtles are dinosaurs. Get over it. That doesn't make any sense to me, man. Like, yes, they would. They're related. They're clearly closely related. Whales, like what is like whales, turtles, some types of lizards. They're pretty much fucking dinosaurs. Yeah, we get that shit.
Hey,
but the movie still forgets its number one rule is that Godzilla is a walking anti-nuclear message.
There was nothing anti-nuclear in this. If anything, this movie showed more like advertising than anything. Look, I will say this: the shot of Godzilla making a big ass hole in the MetLife building. I don't think that could work, but that's actually kind of cool.
The marketing was nuts and stuff because that was equivalent to the Spider-Man like pre 9/11 shit. With the
when he used the web and tied. When he caught the helicopter in between the World Trade Center.
Yeah, and so it's like I remember around this time period, the message boards were blowing up. They were blowing up because they were like saying, "Oh crap, we're doing Godzilla. What if they did Gamera?" I'm so glad they did not do Gamera. Oh my God.
I'm so glad Mothra didn't have nothing to do with this. And any of them.
She didn't answer the phone. She did not answer the phone.
She did not. You know what?
Like,
everybody on Monster Island like pretty much ghosted that phone call from America.
Yo, they call look, they call Mothra. Show that. No, I no speak English. No. Goodbye. Click. What the fuck was that, man? Yeah, them niggas, yeah. You know Godzilla said yes. No, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I spent my likeness. I ain't going in it. I just said my likeness, man. Look, y'all want to eat, right? Shit, man. Toho ain't called none of us, nigga. I ain't eating, motherfucker.
First of all, Mothra would never answer the phone. The twin girls would answer first.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you for being a fan. Fuck you for making the most sense.
Oh, dude, they would have fucked up Mothra. They would have fucked up Gamera. They would have. They would have fucked it all.
Mothra. It's kind of funny. As much as it took me a while to appreciate Mothra, and oh my God, they would have butchered it. They would have butchered.
All right, to kind of round out the show, to kind of end the show, I find it funny that after they put out the 98 Godzilla, Toho was like, all right, we need to get a new Godzilla rolling because we are
like right now. This shit ain't going on.
Yeah, we need to fix this shit immediately.
And can y'all believe the turnaround time for that? The movie the American movie came out in 98. Godzilla 2000 really came out in 99.
Yeah, and here's the funny part.
It was fucking crazy. They had retired Godzilla. They're like, we're done. They're like, no, we're not.
They're like, whoa,
we're not.
Yo. Here's the kicker.
Got work to do.
Here's the kicker. I just love that in America, TriStar Pictures pushed the fuck out of this movie.
They thought wrong.
I mean, and like it did 10 million over here. Huge in Japan though. Big time huge in Japan.
I mean, can you believe that when Godzilla 2000 came out, first it came out in Japan, and then when America got the rights to it, they released it in the States, and good God, I mean, it goes without saying, this movie was like 20 times better than the 98.
Oh, yeah, it had a story. It was the pissed off. It was a pissed off Godzilla versus aliens.
Yeah, you had a story, and Godzilla was actually the villain in that movie.
Well, the villain up until the UFO popped up and stuff, and then the UFO absorbed Godzilla's DNA, and then he ended up fighting it at the end, and then we got the guy that was trying to destroy Godzilla, yelling out Godzilla, and he gets crushed by his arm. I'm like, yes,
fucking love that scene.
No, my scene is still the one where where a dude was, at this point he was like middle-aged old man or whatever. He was inside that building. He had the nerve to stare Godzilla in the face, remembering him from when he was a kid. Godzilla looked at him for a hot second, roared, and incinerated the building.
I feel bad for the guy. That guy was like, but I thought we had good times, Godzilla.
It's nope. Like, no.
You thought.
It's like, you forget. I am villain.
Gojira. Gojira.
He said, "Look, you must got me."
Happy family.
What about last night? You said it was. Oh,
I said, "Look, you got me confused. You got me confused with my 1970s drug dropping days."
Bro, let me tell you something. There is
I don't give a fuck about kids. I ain't give a fuck about kids. You know what? You know what me and Jet Jaguar used to do with little kids? You want to know what he used to do, nigga?
Dude, you know what? The
Jet Jaguar spent that check, and we never heard from him ever again.
See, you say you hate me you hate me for being a fan. Now I gotta hate you for being a fan because you dropped Jet Jaguar. Now if you had said King Caesar, I would have got off.
Nah. Caesar looked like he actually went to church, got his life right.
he's a youth pastor now. You know, you know that?
Yeah, he looks like a youth pastor. Jet Jaguar, no. That first check went to blow, and we have not heard from him since then. I don't know if Toho's still paying that nigga. I doubt they are.
He's part of the clique. He's part of the clique. He's still part of the clique.
He's like, look. He's part of the clique. Here's Gamma. You don't show from them motherfucking shooting.
I mean, if it's like
I'm just saying, we had a whole lot of photo shoots, and he just never showed up.
Like I said, 98 Godzilla, I wouldn't watch it again. Like I said, it's just funny how the studios just kind of disavowed themselves from this movie. Like, it didn't happen. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah. So I just want to bring up a quote from one of the producers, one of the guys who helped broker the deal between TriStar and Toho to get the movie off the ground. This man said, and I quote, this is a direct fucking quote. I want you to keep that in mind. One of the worst cases of executive incompetence I have ever observed. One of the golden assets of our time was delivered to them, and they managed as poorly and as ineptly as anyone can manage an asset. They took a jewel and turned it into dust. Ironically, several years later, Disney would say, "Hold my blue milk."
Yeah,
that is so true because, good God, Prime, you ain't lying. I don't want to.
You can't. Just simple and plain. He said it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, see, I don't know how you can really do it. Like, how can you take something? You literally have taken a diamond and you turned it into dust. How hard did you work to do that?
I'm
feeling the Disaster Boys. They got in there after Stargate, after ID4, and was smelling their own fucking farts.
Yeah.
No, they had to be. That's the only way. That's the only thing that makes the most sense. Because you can't go in there thinking that you can put whatever on the fucking screen and people just gonna fucking look at it. They smelt every bit of their own shit.
You want to know
what gets me? Now, what fucking gets me is like one of the huge things of the marketing was like. The size doesn't matter. When it turns out like Zilla wasn't even that fucking big.
He wasn't
at all.
No, the dude, a Power Ranger Megazord could take out Zilla.
Man, a fucking Valkyrie from Macross could take the motherfucker out. Like, what the fuck? You're fucking tiny, bro.
I'm gonna keep it super real with you, CJ. CJ, you say a Megazord take him out? I'm sorry. The howling cannon could take him out.
Bro.
Man, a goof can take out that motherfucker, man.
Like Godzilla, the scale of them is along the lines of the Jaegers from Pacific Rim. It's massive, right? So it's like when you make Godzilla the level of a Power Ranger Megazord, you're like, that's it.
That thing is not big at all. Not big at all. Most kaiju are way bigger than that. And I wouldn't say way bigger than that, just clearly taller than that shit, man.
I'm like, Fin Fang Foom can suplex this Godzilla. Like, come on, bro.
The Cloverfield monster is gonna be like, bro, you don't want this smoke.
You know what? That's a movie. That is a movie that was a better Godzilla movie than 98 Godzilla.
You know how bad?
Because I remember Eris hopped on that shit. That nigga hopped on this shit, man.
I hopped on it with the quickness because I had assumed that this was going to be like somehow another retelling of Godzilla, but it clearly wasn't. I mean, J.J. Abrams came out off the rip and said, this is not a Godzilla movie. I'm not doing Godzilla.
Hey, look, can you imagine if they did 98 Godzilla, but with like the first person view camera? That shit would be janky as fuck.
Oh, God. I don't think I can make it.
fucking.
Hey, what you talking about? You made it through Cloverfield, nigga.
I did.
No, bro. Can you imagine we're following Hank Azaria's character with the camera, and we see the same part where he was like, "That's a lot of fish," but we see it from his perspective, and he's just rolling his eyes like, "What the fuck was that?"
Now hold on. Here's the problem, D. See, the problem, like when you say that I sat through, I made it through. Like I made it through Cloverfield. Yeah, I made it through Cloverfield because I wanted to see what the freaking monster looked like.
Yeah. You're right. I ain't gonna play it like that.
But anyways, that's Godzilla, folks. We appreciate you coming. We had like 5 people on this thing. All right, dope.
Oh man, look.
So I will sum this up and say, anyone who is a true fan of Mr. Big G himself, first of all, happy 66th birthday, and second, 98 Zilla, you do not exist. You have been purged. As far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Can't say that because of the cartoon. I really can't. I'm sorry. The cartoon is great.
I said as a movie.
I'm sorry. The cartoon is great.
Prime. I mean, as a movie.
Oh yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, the movie does not exist. This cartoon came up from sketch concepts, and they said, "Hey, you know what? We like it. These are, in matter of fact, here's some other sketches that we have for like a planned movie series that just didn't work out. We didn't even make the movie, so here, go, have at it, have fun with it.
Look.
Therefore, the cartoon exists in that realm.
All I'm saying is this: that shit is resting at the bottom of a $5 bin at Best Buy, where it belongs.
Never to be risen again.
Never, ever.
There it is, a VHS tape of Godzilla resting in the bottom of a bin in the middle of a thrift store somewhere.
That's their habitat. Next to copies of Titanic and Home and Saved by the Bell.
Do you guys like the movie colors? I mean, the movie covers for 98 Zilla. It was either the
eyeball,
foot or the eyeball.
It was the foot or the eyeball.
Bro,
actively avoiding showing you that monster.
I mean, it's like dog. No, it's like dog. It's 2020. You might as well just show us Godzilla. Who you fooling?
I mean, get the dude who did the fucking IDW combo. He has a real dope ass cover. Like, I think he has a good handle on the design. Get him to do the fucking cover.
Prime. Don't give that man that work, because even if because first of all, you give him the work, you try to give us an enticing cover, and guess what? You can't do that, because sure, the cover is going to look amazing, but here's the problem: he's going to make a cover, and the cover is going to be something to where I'm going to say none of this happened in the movie.
No, it didn't.
I was going to say, yeah, pretty sure you can get sued for false advertising on that shit. That's a good point.
I might randomly go online and look up the novelization of this movie just to see what's different about it, just for shits and giggles. It's probably not different. Probably isn't.
Probably ain't. They're probably just going more about that damn relationship they had in college.
I will send you a PDF of Rulers of Earth. Read that instead.
All right. But anyways, folks, thanks for joining in on this. And what's next on the agenda, sir?
What's next? You might as well, y'all heard about the movie that just came out about Bill and Ted coming back and all the rest of that shit. But guess what? We're doing Bogus Adventure, my nigga, and Bogus Journey. Yes. Bogus Journey. And the one thing I have to bring up right now about Bogus Journey, I forgot how fucking good it looks. I mean, yeah, it's aged. Yes, it's aged and all that shit. But I'm talking about from set design. From a set design perspective, it's an amazing movie. Mm-hmm. It's really how much love they put into a sequel. You know what I mean? I just had to mention that shit, man. It caught me off guard watching it not too long ago, man.
I'm gonna point out something about Bill and Ted. Now that we got 3 Bill and Ted movies, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it as I see it. Bogus Journey is the best one.
Really? We will talk. I'm not about to do this. We will talk when that happens. That's okay. All right. Anyway, that's it.
That's it, guys. See you later. Peace out.